Alright guys, and welcome to this lad's holiday special.
As you know, we like getting the most for our money when we do go on holiday, and what we have noticed is the lads' holiday destinations such as Benidorm are going up and up and up in price.
Yeah, so we're on the hunt to find a cheaper alternative, which is just as good. And we've ended up here in some 3-star self-catering apartments for around £400 each. Now, you're probably wondering where here is, so let's cut to an epic montage so I can explain a little better.
𝗘𝗽𝟲, more commonly known as 𝗘𝗽𝟲 Americanus, Tenerife. With great nightlife, spectacular scenery and world-famous theme parks, this volcanic island definitely has the potential to be a great lads holiday destination, and we'd certainly get to find that out, spending 7 nights in a 2-bedroom apartment, 5 minutes walk away from the nearest shopping centre, less than 10 from Siam Park and 15 minutes from the strip. Our journey began at Newcastle Airport, and once our brains managed to process how to use a new self-service check-in desk...
No. What's happening? I'll wrap this round. Right.
We boarded the plane for the 4.5-hour flight. Have you brought one? No. Have you got travel adapters, Badger?
I've got 3, mate. First drink of the holidays, isn't it? Oi, oi.
We soon arrived at the apartment, which didn't look great from the outside.
Bloodstains everywhere.
Hang on, it's not that bad. Ethan, okay, it may not look too good from the outside.
The lifts may not work exactly.
Okay.
But the inside was a different story altogether.
Then we've got a hallway. Oh, 1 room, 2 room.
Oh, look at that fucking... Boys! Shotgun single bed.
Shotgun, the other single bed that you're having.
Sleep in the bathroom.
Oh, that's a big belt. That's a...
Same bed, actually. You know what?
Wait. Oh yes, there's a pool.
Came up trumps, yeah, like
Bad.
it.
Not bad.
We then discovered things previously unheard of to mankind, such as drains and microwaves embedded in cabinets.
Oi, oi.
Is that a drink?
It's for the water, man.
Is that aircon? That's
I've never
aircon.
fucking seen that before.
Oh, a microwave there. And we've got
What's that? Is that a dick
actual
socket?
hobs, I think.
Put your dick in it.
We can fit some stuff in there.
Yeah. There we go, that's a bit more.
Are they fucking serious?
Well, it's
wait, I found
paper plates, lad.
5 more.
Yes!
Oh, hang on, no plates.
Hang on. Where's the fucking remote for the TV? That's the main thing we've got to...
Look in the cupboard.
Oh, it's touch!
Oh, is that why? It's touch. Oh, that's fine then.
I'll sleep on the couch. Oh! I may have just got the best.
It's gonna be good, Ethan. It is. Oh, yeah.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Do you have to pull this up?
You couldn't ask downstairs how it
no,
works.
we're meant.
Why is that going to fucking do that?
Well, it's an option.
Ow. No.
Ow.
You fucking idiot. What are you doing? We'll find an English channel. Ethan, put your foot on that.
Oh, classic channel this.
Tenerife. There we go.
Is that it?
Oh, yeah.
Is that gonna collapse when you...
That's good.
Sorry.
After we'd settled in, we headed straight out to explore the area, and our first mission was finding a cocktail bar that was on par with Oliver's from Fuerteventura last year. We started with Harley's American Diner, which had a separate menu for cocktails and a range of classic cars to enjoy them in. The drinks, however, turned out to be more like a slush as opposed to a cocktail, so we moved on to contender number 2, the Irish Vodler, and I ordered another San Francisco, non-alcoholic of course.
We'll win.
It's fucking good though.
That's really nice.
That was alright, that's actually got alcohol in apparently. It doesn't really taste like it's got that much alcohol in. What's yours like?
Alcoholic.
And yours has a nice look to it.
you can taste alcohol as well.
Do you want to know my verdict on that?
Good. Not as good as all.
It's got nothing on Oliver's.
The search continued with Cafe Coconut Cocktail Bar.
I feel like this is going to be the one.
You feel like it's going to be the best?
Yeah.
So far we've got better. Let's see if we can improve it more, get it closer to that extraordinary beverage that was Oliver's of Fuerteventura, 𝗘𝗽 de Fuste.
When the drinks arrived, they definitely looked more promising.
I think this looks better so far. We've got watermelon on the side. That looks more like Oliver's as well. So we're getting closer.
That's all cinnamon.
Is it? Is that all cinnamon? I'm gonna have a try. We're closer again, but we're still far off Oliver's. What do you think?
It does have that Oliver's taste.
What is it?
You can say it, I can't.
Daiquiri.
Daiquiri, yeah.
It's not difficult.
Well, I just keep forgetting.
I'm gonna have me watermelon.
That kicks you in the cock.
Right, I've dropped it. I've dropped me watermelon.
After our 3 cocktails, we all developed the munchies and ended up at Tenerife Fried Chicken,
Dude, I'm gonna get some chicken.
where Ethan suddenly became a savage caveman.
Ethan just a complete fucking monster tonight.
Your mother birthed you to die to me.
Did someone spike his drink in one of the bars?
Your entire life lives up to this moment.
When we got back to the apartment, he was still acting strange.
Who's doing that? Oh, you just knocked him on the wall. Do you want to go outside? Do you want to be let out?
I don't know what happened that night, but something had clearly fucked him up. The next morning, we woke up to some mail.
Sorry guys, you missed the meeting. He's back tonight at 4 to 5 PM. And we've got all the excursions you can do here. Siam Park, 37, that's not bad. Oh, look, so the friggin' motorway thing's there. That means that Siam Park is over there. That's Siam Park, isn't it? That is Siam Park.
After sorting out what excursions we were going to do, we went shopping to Mercadona.
Fusion of fruits.
That looks lush. Let's go straight in my trolley.
We need washing up liquid. This is washing up liquid, isn't it? Aye, fairy.
We then headed back to the apartment, and after Badger cooked up some lunch,
Found a replica of my dick in curvy form.
we checked out the pool.
Is this waterproof? Yeah. That's good.
After drying off, we tackled one of the trickiest parts to a self-catering lads holiday, deciding what to do for food. 𝗘𝗽𝟲 has an abundance of restaurants, and deciding where to go can be a little overwhelming, so for anyone who's planning to come here themselves, throughout the holiday we're going to be visiting a range of different ones and giving our 0 to 4 idiots rating on them. After some discussion, we all decided to go Spanish for the first proper meal of the holiday, and we headed down to la 𝗘𝗽𝟲 Valenciana.
Spanish paella. If you look, many people eating paella. If you like, check the menu.
Yeah, absolutely.
Paella is 1950 for 2 people, so that's less, just under 10 each. You look like friggin' rock star Ethan with this.
Thank you. That is the only thing I ever try to be.
When the paella arrived, Badger and Ethan looked mesmerised, and the food was to a good standard, so we decided to give la 𝗘𝗽𝟲 Valenciana 3 out of 4 idiots due to its pricing, food quality and location. And before hitting the bars, we headed back to the apartment for a pre-drink game of roulette featuring shots of cider, Jaeger, vodka and a non-alcoholic savoury, with 1 lethal shot of 80% volume absinthe. This went on for some time, until Win hit black 29, the absinthe.
Hang on.
Wait, is it? No, 28.
It's 29.
29.
I can't actually see.
Let's have a look.
It's
Turn
29.
Turn it around.
It's 29.
Yes, 29.
We're trying to pass that off.
So,
It had to be.
After that, we headed out with the aim of getting fucked, and we started with a local bar called 𝗘𝗽𝟲, where we immediately found some fellow Geordies.
Hi guys, how are you?
Alright.
Where are you from?
Newcastle.
Newcastle, like, well, and you're like...
Alright, man!
Whereabouts in Newcastle?
Whitley Bay.
I'm from Whitley Bay.
Yeah.
Aye. I've lost the accent now, but I was born and brought up in Whitley Bay.
We ordered a 𝗘𝗽𝟲 pitcher packed with alcohol to fuel the night, and next we continued our search for the best cocktail bar with white sand.
Oh, smell that.
shaken, not stirred, darling.
I've just said it's the perfect combination of it's right in the middle of too powerful and not powerful enough.
It tastes like plants.
I'm officially fucked.
As the lads became more tipsy,
Can you meet me halfway?
there was only one thing on everyone's mind: clubs. We had no idea what they would be like in Tenerife, but they had to be better than the disaster we were witnessing just outside. I can't hear you with this stupid banging music from this club. That is the worst club in Tenerife. It's some guy standing in the fucking street with one speaker and a last dancing.
I should have worn me after sun and my back wouldn't be falling out.
Exactly what you mean. Look at my face.
Did you go
It's
on the
10
disabled
times worse than
toilet?
Badger's. Because I forgot I had a face when applying sun cream.
We headed to one more cocktail bar before hitting the clubs, and on the way there I discovered what can only be described as the strangest thing I have ever seen in my life dumped on top of an ATM machine. What happened here?
Badger's trying to find a bush to piss in.
What's happened here?
What the fuck is that?
It's fucking disease.
Badger.
What's happened here?
Wait.
What?
Oh, Bruce Lee!
At the next cocktail bar, La 𝗘𝗽𝟲, the only table available was on the landing of a staircase, and this gave Ethan the giggles.
Boobies.
I had a piss.
Did you get us?
And no joke, it was the colour of diamonds.
Harry Barron's the next. Jeff Badgers. You sing a single more line of that, I'm gonna throw this coconut off your fucking melon.
Why have you got a coconut?
Because it was there.
Do you speed up?
After the drinks arrived, Ethan made a very important announcement.
This is a national PSA. Alcohol is not big. It is not clever. But it's fucking fun. So cheers, lads. Cheers.
With that out of the way, the lads moved on to a Backstreet Boys sing-along.
Rock your body right. Backstreet's back. Alright!
Before finally deciding that they were drunk enough to head down to the strip.
Clubs.
This way for clubs.
Don't you cry no more.
As we got closer to the strip, Badger suddenly called a group meeting.
Win. Right, everyone. David, you as well. Right. This.
You gotta come in.
Regroup. All right.
Roll in this.
This means regroup.
Need a
means
piss.
round up.
Right,
Okay. That's all we need to know.
I need a piss. I need a piss.
This sounds like clubs. It looks like clubs.
Let's go check.
And yeah, I think it's clubs.
How do you doing, guys? Where are you up to? Hola. 10 euros, unlimited bar. Hola, where are you from? Hey, yes, boys. What's this all about?
I'm just filming.
Just what you do?
Yeah,
How much is that worth then? Fuck me. Fucking too much. Fucking looks it, mate. You want to be careful with that round here, pal. Crow's Nest, 10 euros each, unlimited bar for an hour. Alright, follow me, boys. You have a look. Sat them. Hey, boys. Come on, cameraman.
Crow's Nest.
Give me that camera. Crow's Nest is the best. She's from Wigan, from the northwest. Everybody can do it, can be done. There can't be an MC that can't be one. Down, down, diggity, down, down, diggity. A futuristic, you don't have a originate. I do it here, get a little deep on speak on. Give it the mic, watch the teacher. Don't want to be a mentor or a teacher or a preacher. I just want to get deep on. Have a good lads. If you need any help, anything wants to know tourist information, where you get stabbed, where you don't get stabbed, anything like that, I can help you. My name's Stephen. Now we're at. Have a good one, cameraman.
After leaving the Crow's Nest, we inevitably managed to bump into all the dickheads. At that point, we decided it would be best if we headed back because the lads were too drunk to tell the difference between a con and a decent bar. We also had to be up for Siam Park in the morning.
You're doing good, Badger.
Stop it. No,
Mission.
All together.
Random cat.
After last night's drinking, the apartment was a mess, and there was a mass of dirty dishes.
That washing up needs doing now. And have clean stuff. You've cooked for people, so they need to do their fucking bit and wash up.
You want us to go wake them up?
Yeah.
You can do the washing up? Fuck off, man.
To make matters worse, at this rate, by the time he got up, the queues at 𝗘𝗽𝟲 Park would already be half a mile long.
I need you to wash up.
Well, I'm drying, he's washing up, so.
Yeah, I think that's the issue.
Yeah.
Come on, Ethan!
This clearly wasn't working, so we went to get ready, but when we were done, he'd fell back asleep. With Ethan finally up and ready, we headed to 𝗘𝗽𝟲 Park. Winner of the highest rated water park in the world on TripAdvisor, this beautifully designed Thai-themed water park is home to one of the biggest, most powerful wave pools in the world, one of the longest lazy river rides in the world, and famous slides such as the Giant, the Dragon, and of course, the Tower of Power. We started in the shallow end, with a ride down the lazy river, which I decided to turn into a race.
It's me and Badger, leaders of the wolf pack, versus Win and Ethan. Go on, Badger! Badger, we've got Ethan! We've got Ethan! I'm coming up on Win, guys! I'm going over here for the boost. I've got Win! I'm in first. I've well and truly ditched Win, guys. I'm on track to being first. Here's another boost. Well, I'm doing well here. I'm just steaming through. I've had a collision. Badger! Yes! Badger's caught up with us.
Suddenly, I hit a load of traffic, and it wasn't looking good. So once I got out of it, I went straight for the boost.
It's like Mario Kart.
But I was about to pay the price for that.
Oh, me legs! Ah!
The race finished with me and Badger winning.
What? What? He got swept up in the slow He was in the slow, he looked at me like...
Next, we took a big step up and went on the Giant. On the Dragon, Badger was told he couldn't use his camera due to health and safety reasons, which was annoying because my chest-mounted camera did not do this right justice. At one point we were almost at a 90-degree angle, and the only way you can tell is by looking at the long thin beige pipes when we get dropped into the bowl.
Like it! Oh, this battery! Oh no! Oh no! What the fuck is this thing? How much money did this cost to build? I don't know where I am! I don't know what 90 degrees! I don't know what's vertical!
Afterwards, I felt the need to chill out for a bit and experience the park's more relaxing side. So we headed over to the fake beach before checking out the wave pool.
Today's news, big fucking wave.
After getting battered about for 15 minutes, we went back to the slides.
Jesus fucking Christ! Fuck me! Fuck it's up! Where we're fucking going? We're fucking light speed, where's Chewie? Fucking oi oi! Oi! No, it's my wicked! David, I'm gonna fucking kill you!
The lads then went back on the lazy river to complete the secret section that veers off into the shark tank.
Winnie, whoa! Fucking hell! Jesus! Lift your arse up! Lift your arse up! Lift your fucking arse up! Fucking hell! Jesus Christ! What the fuck?
After this, Ethan decided that he had built up the courage to take on the park's most daunting attraction, the Tower of Power.
I need to see who, because I do not want to miss this, I need to see who is in front of you in the queue, so when they fall, I know you're next.
Right, so what are we doing?
So I'll come up with you slightly.
Okay.
How are you feeling, Ethan?
I've been better.
You've been better.
Okay.
Right, go after them, and then I'll know. After they go, you go. So, we are about to watch Ethan Carbanks fall to his death. You got any words?
Hope his family's taken care of. You know, I hope we've got like insurance policy because you might want to cash it in after this.
When we met up with Ethan, I revealed to him the terrible news.
How was it?
It's not over.
Would you do it again?
Okay.
You would? Do it again then.
What?
Do it again. I didn't get it.
The queue's fucking massive.
Yeah.
I actually didn't get it. I actually did not get it.
Judging by this, he just thought I was taking the piss. But if you pause and have a look for yourself, you can see that this guy is not actually Ethan, and I had completely fucked up. Sorry guys.
Well done for doing that, Ethan.
It's quite fun.
Because I couldn't do that.
I'll do it again now.
So what were people's overall reviews of Siam Park?
I liked the bit where I fell for 4 stories. That was good.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of hidden facts which aren't exactly explained very well.
Yeah, it's not as good as it sounds. It's very, very nice aesthetically and visually, but it's not the absolute best. There's some annoying things about it.
Basically,
Like,
if you want the best experience, you either go with prior knowledge of which slides take an hour to queue for,
Or you get
and
fast
you get to
pass.
skip ahead for those specific ones, or you go all out and you get the, which I think is what you're meant to do in fairness.
Is that worth it? Because you've got to pay like €125 for that.
If I was going on my own,
Because I
would
personally,
say-
for me, it's not. But that is slightly biased because I'm not a massive fan of parks and theme parks and water parks.
When we got back to the apartment, the lads broke out the traditional holiday mascot.
get a good grip in the tin. Welcome to Badger's Kitchen. I'm just gonna get the reactions of these people.
What?
For tonight's dinner, I demanded that we were to stay with the Asian theme and check out one of the buffet Chinese restaurants.
Welcome back to either.
There were a couple of buffets to choose from, but we decided to go with B&Q Hot Buffet. Badger, however, didn't seem very enthusiastic about it.
If this is as bad as our last experience abroad in this kind of situation, I am never ever going to a restaurant you've ever recommended again.
You're never going to one that I recommend?
No.
Fortunately, the food was actually quite good for a small cheap looking restaurant.
You like it, don't you?
Ethan, however, wasn't having such a good experience.
I am right fucked off. Why?
Barbecue, pork ribs, whatever the fuck.
Big old thing of it, yeah.
I go, that would be the perfect little just jewel on there on top of all this shit.
Open the fucking thing up, what do I see? Some red sauce. I see bone. Do I see meat? Do I fuck?
So it turns out that Ethan only likes bone when he has the extreme munchies. I, on the other hand, always have the extreme munchies, and it took a very long time before I was finally too stuffed to eat anymore.
What's your overall verdict then?
That wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good. What was the main problem with it?
It was really like greasy.
I thought it was good.
Overall, we decided to give B&Q Hot Buffet 2 out of 4 idiots. After that, we went back to Wally High for another picture, followed by the Irish bar, where the Asian theme of the day continued to follow us, with a woman trying to flog squeaky toys.
Make it end.
Then after that, we headed to Harley's, where there was some awesome live music. We had to be up again really early to head up towards Mount 𝗘𝗽 in the morning, so we went back to the apartment. Ethan, however, decided to adopt an abandoned shopping trolley and attempted to do some amazing life-risking stunts.
Listen, wait, I want to get my intro shot. I'm Ethan, welcome to Jackass. Not down the stairs, down the ramp.
No, stairs.
Down the ramp, Wayne, I'll kill you. Down the ramp, Wayne, down. Fucking knock the shit out of you.
Let's go down the safest possible.
This clearly must have caused a rush of adrenaline, as he did not want to go to sleep when we got back to the apartment.
I think he's gotta go to sleep. Nope, but he's gonna fucking get up in the morning.
He's gonna have to.
I fucking guarantee you that. What the fuck is he doing?
Oh, what a shot.
What the fuck is he doing?
I don't know.
He's gonna have to come and get that now.
Yeah.
It's like being on holiday with fucking Trevor Phillips.
That's what happens when you give kids non-alcoholic cocktails. They turn an absolute fucking arsehole.
You're gonna fucking lose it with him.
Why?
He's just took one of the eggs out the fridge, put it on between the sex doll's tits, and it's just rolled off and cracked.
On the floor?
Yeah.
You can clean that and all the other shit up.
What are you fucking doing? Bin the fucker!
He hasn't put the egg down the sink.
What do you think he's fucking doing?
Oh my god.
What's in holy Jesus? Don't, you're gonna be ill. Oh.
The winds of change.
Coming up in part 2, we take a trip up to one of the world's tallest volcanic structures, and the celebrations commence for Wynn's birthday, right here in Tenerife. I hope you enjoyed this part, and we'll see you in part 2.